Connor Rogers here from the NFL Combine alongside Joshua Perry and Michigan pass rusher Derrick Moore. Derrick, it felt like you had a little bit of a reputation as a speed rusher. First Senior Bowl practice, you run right through a 340-pound offensive tackle. Was there a little purpose to that?
For me, when it comes to like my power, I just try to like set the tone from the start, and that was really my first rep of one-on-ones.
Yeah.
And also knowing Bell, I did a lot of film study on him. He's one hell of a player.
He's a big guy.
I gotta give him my credit on him. And I tell everybody, don't let that one rep fool you, because he did come back and he definitely improved off that. But like just that one rep right there, that's just me setting the tone. I always do that. That's pretty normal for me. But there's also ways that I can also get better and improve.
So the Senior Bowl to me is a really good preview of what you're going to see here in terms of meeting with NFL teams and personnel there. Through your getting to spend time with them, were there things that they wanted to see you improve on before they saw you again?
No, not really. They just asked me to go out there and just be a dog, just play. Don't really become a robot. Don't let what you're learning within a couple days, get too much in your head. Just go out there and be a ball player. Even if you mess up, just still go 100%. Also looking at the scheme that we had for the Senior Bowl, something that I was already familiar with back at Michigan. It was a different language, so it was already easy for me to pick together and just learn. So I just had to just go out in the field and just perform well.
Michigan has put so much defensive line talent into the NFL, especially recently. What did that program do for you to get you ready for the next level?
Man, that program did a lot for me as a ball player and also as a person. I started with a person like, coming from Baltimore, coming to Michigan.
Yeah.
That was a different, process for me, a different transition for me, because I was a quiet kid. But, over a course of time, a lot of the vets there, they took me underneath their wings, and I can go on and name a lot of guys, like literally a lot of guys that took me underneath their wing and showed me the right from wrong for what they learned. And, just told me, eventually, your time going to come, because at the time I was getting frustrated with a lot of things. Your time going to come. Yeah. Be patient. And when it's your time, make the best of it. And they also told me, eventually, like, all of us had to wait our time. And you can see across the board, like, everybody literally had that time and moment at Michigan. Also, like, I want to say going into my senior year, a guy that really helped me a lot was Pernell McPhee. Played for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
And was also my defensive ends coach at Michigan my senior year. Him right there, he kind of like helped me slow down the game and process it better. Because for me, I was able to watch film. I love to watch film. I was able to watch film, find different keys that I can steal, just like and different things like that on film. But he also, taught me how to learn formations, and I feel like a lot of people don't even understand how big that can help you slow down the game. And also being an edge rusher in Michigan, you pretty much told to play everything. I played from 5 tech, 4 3 tech, dropped into coverage. I had to do everything, so I had to figure out how can I slow it down. And he taught me how to learn formations, so I was able to steal 4 or 5 formations each game and steal a couple sacks on first and second down, and not only just had to worry about getting sacks on third down.
From a scheme advantage, Michigan, you had Jesse Minter, who's an NFL head coach now. You had Wink Martindale with a big background from the NFL. Like, these were defenses that schematically, you mentioned language, all these things came from the NFL. How big of an advantage do you think you have now coming into the league that you've played in these systems before when other players haven't?
So like I said again, Coach Fee, he tell me a lot. He was like, man, y'all well cut up and all of this stuff. And there's guys in the league that can't even process half of this stuff. So I feel like they give me a big advantage to be able to just go out there and just play all across the line and be able to show my versatility.
You brought up the Baltimore roots. Is there anybody you watched growing up? It could be a pass rusher. It could be anybody that you liked a lot.
I was going to say, I gotta give it to the Hall of Famers, man. Like Ed Reed, Ray Lewis,
Special
Terrell Suggs, even Coach Fee, all them guys. I grew up diehard Ravens fan.
Yeah.
That always been in me. No matter what team I even go to, I'm still gonna be a Ravens fan.
That's cool.
So watching all them guys, it's definitely Yeah.
So you mentioned your process in learning, right? Picking up different formations, all the different techniques you play. Take it out on the field now. You're getting your first opportunity to rush. You're playing on the edge. What are you hitting them with, and then how are you setting up your different rushes for throughout the game?
Okay, so for me, first, like, if it's third down or if it's first, second down, I'm looking for my keys that I've been studying all week. If it's to give away run or pass, trying to figure out what formation it is to see if the ball coming my way or not, if it's a play action, anything like that. Third down, telling myself, all right, I got to set everything up. You know, I can't just go out there and try to just hit my speed ball. Yeah, I can, depending on who it is. So that's where my game planning will come in from. So I either determine if I want to hit him a speed ball move, hit him with a speed to power. If I want to run an interior, some type of stunt with the interior lineman.
Mm-hmm.
So it really just all a setup. Coach V also taught us, it's like playing chess. Like you gotta be able to dictate, what the tackle want to do, because he don't know what you're going to do.
Right.
You feel me? So like you got to play around with it.
So you get to meet with plenty of teams here. It's a long week, long nights. What are they looking for from you? What do they want to get to know about you?
So far, every team that I met with, I feel like every one of them just wanted to know like who is Derrick Moore, like
Right.
how is my character, who is me off the field, who is my family, my background pretty much, and then also how much knowledge do I have of like the game of football and like my passion for the game of football, and that's pretty much all I've been getting asked really.
So what's the process been like for you in terms of training? Like it's very different than what you would do during the season. Probably you probably never gotten a track stance so much in your life. How's that been?
It been really, in the first part of training cycle, really difficult just to be able to get in a 40 stance. For me, I'm so much getting used to getting in a 3-point stance
Right,
as a defensive lineman, and you running your 40, you realize how much technique is put into it, and if you don't have the right technique, that little bit of like seconds cause $1 million. So
Right.
just learning, getting down that technique part. But that's been it. But throughout the rest of the process, it's just been fun because now you get to train with a bunch of different guys from different schools that you probably didn't even play with. You probably think y'all probably done had beef all your college career, but you actually find out, man, these guys actually cool. So you get to just meet with different guys and get to train and just achieve all your goals.
Who are some guys that you're now friends with that maybe you didn't ever think you'd be friends with?
I'm gonna say a couple cats from Penn State.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to give it to Denai's son.
Yeah.
So Denai, it's actually crazy because me and Denai, so Denai actually from Delaware.
Yep.
I'm from Maryland.
Yep.
He went to a school called McDonough. I went to St. Francis. So we was both two like, competing for the top spot in Maryland.
Yeah.
And then now we both in the Big Ten. He at Penn State. I'm at Michigan, and now we both training at Exos in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, damn, bro, you actually cool as hell. And I actually get to meet you, so it's actually good.
That's awesome, man.
What do you get to do away from football when you have some time?
So when I got some time, I just like to travel, spend time with my family. Got a girlfriend that I probably spend most of the time with. Just try to get away from football and just figure out what Derrick Moore like to do, and that's it, really.
Awesome, man. Well, we love watching you play. Can't wait to see you at the next level, man, and thank you for the time today.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.